Greetings, Internet. I'm the Modern Marxist, but you can call me Mark. I recently had a poll on my Twitter account to decide this week's video topic, and Gaddafi won, so we're talking about Libya. My goal here isn't to convince you that Gaddafi was good or bad. You'll have to decide that for yourself. All I want to do is provide some context about Gaddafi and the state he ran that is often left out of mainstream media's coverage of Libya's history. Gaddafi was born to a poor family near the city of Sirte, in the Italian colony of Libya in 1942. In 1969, he led a revolutionary group of his own founding, successfully conducting a coup against the Western-backed Senussi monarchy. Gaddafi removed Italian settlers and forced out all Western military presence from Libya. Gaddafi was dedicated to the idea of Islamic socialism, implementing a number of radical reforms to the impoverished state. He nationalized Libya's oil industry, and used the revenue to build up his military and fund social programs to benefit Libya's poor. These programs focused mostly on healthcare, access to clean water, and housing. He was undeniably a dictator, but one who made an effort to improve the lives of his people. In 1973, he created the People's Congress, introducing a form of direct democracy to Libya, although Gaddafi still held sway over many major decisions. However, the Congress did on occasion openly oppose Gaddafi, such as when Gaddafi called for the abolition of primary schools in favor of homeschooling. The idea was shot down by the People's Congress and was never implemented. Over the next few decades, Libya would fight several unsuccessful border skirmishes with Egypt and Chad, leaving it increasingly isolated on the world stage. In 1986, the US bombed Libya and imposed economic sanctions. Under Gaddafi, Libya experienced booming economic development, becoming one of the richest countries in Africa. The social programs were expanded in line with socialist thinking. Some of the benefits included interest-free loans, money towards a new home for newlyweds, new mothers got money as well, and all citizens got a share of state oil sales. Gaddafi also oversaw the construction of the Great Man-Made River, which to this day remains the world's largest irrigation project. This incredible aqueduct system was never fully completed, as construction on it ceased when Gaddafi was ousted. However, despite being unfinished, it supplies more than 70% of Libya's fresh water today. Gaddafi's reign came to an end when a small group of radicals revolted against him during the Arab Spring in 2011. The uprising was initially crushed with relative ease by Gaddafi's forces as they marched to defeat the rebels at their final stronghold, Benghazi. However, before they could arrive, NATO forces intervened, spurred on by dubious reports of human rights violations committed by Gaddafi's government. An intense NATO bombing campaign began, which saw many civilian casualties. The Libyan Air Force was annihilated, and Gaddafi's ground forces retreated inland to avoid bombing runs. Battered by air raids and harassed by NATO-trained rebels, Gaddafi's hold on power weakened, as did his army. Gaddafi attempted to retreat south through the desert, but was captured by rebel forces. He was then beaten, violated with a wooden stick, and executed without trial. Gaddafi is a complicated historical figure. To some, he was a ruthless and cruel dictator, and to others, he was a bold and deeply caring leader. For me, the legacy of Gaddafi has no simple black and white label. He accomplished many great things during his 4 decades as Libya's head of state, but he made many mistakes along the way and ruled with an iron fist. Was Gaddafi an evil tyrant, or simply an example of the concept of siege socialism? I wish I could say I had all the answers, but many details regarding Gaddafi are kept under wraps. Please let me know in the comments what you think of Gaddafi. Was he one of Africa's great heroes, or one of its greatest villains? I'll be posting a poll on my Twitter account where you can vote on which you think he is, so be sure to check the link in the description. That's all for this week, folks. Thanks for watching.